Hey guys, it's me again, the Unique Goddess, and I'm back with another pick a card reading. Alright, so the topic that I've chosen to cover for today is what's the word on the streets about you? Alright, and as usual, we do have 3 different piles to choose from. And once again, I've chosen to use story cubes to represent each pile. So pile 1, you will be represented by, it came out in the reverse, so I kept it that way, but this looks like it's a phone. Okay, it looks like it's a phone, a cordless phone, or maybe even a cell phone, but it's definitely a phone. Okay, so if you resonate with this image, if you resonate with this image, then you will choose pile 1. Pile 2, it's, you see 2 people walking, holding hands, and one is leading the way and pointing forwards. All right, so if you resonate with this image, then you will choose pile 2. I hope you guys can see it. I know my camera's been blurry. I truly apologize for that, but I'm working on getting it fixed, okay? And pile 3, we see an image here of someone ringing someone's doorbell. Seems like they're ringing a doorbell. Maybe they're just simply pressing a button, but to me it seems like someone's ringing a doorbell. Okay, so that's what we're gonna call it. All right, so if you resonate with this image, then you will choose pile 3. Okay, so once again, pile 1, you are the cordless phone or the cell phone, but a phone nonetheless. Pile 2, 2 people walking, holding hands. One person is leading the way and pointing forward in the direction in which they're walking. And pile 3, someone is ringing a doorbell. Okay, so choose your pile or your piles, and I will definitely be back with your individual reading. Alright, thank you so much for joining me, pile 1. You have chosen the phone, the telephone. Alright, so this is going to be your reading about what's the word on the streets about you. Okay, perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with this oracle deck to see what impression do people have about you, okay? And it could be anyone, okay? It could be anyone, just people in general. All right. Okay. So, for pile 1, please let us know what's the word on the streets for pile 1. What is the word on the streets for pile 1? What are people talking about when it comes to pile 1? It says, there is always a way. There is always a way, and we see this woman, she has an axe in her hand, okay? So, you know what I'm getting? Okay, you see how this one came out in the reverse initially, and I kept it that way because I feel like that is trying to tell me something. And what I think it's trying to tell me is that I feel like maybe you have someone blocked. Maybe someone is trying to contact you and they can't get through. So it's like you have someone blocked. So that's what I see here in this same image with this woman with the axe. It's like someone is like, it seemed like she just broke down a wall. Okay, so yeah, like I just feel like someone is determined to get through to you. Someone is determined to talk to you, but I think that you may have them blocked. Okay, pile 1. it says the day you plant the seed. Okay, the day you plant the seed. So what this tells me is that I feel like you leave a lasting impression on people. Okay, it's like you've planted a seed in someone's heart or in their mind about you, and it seems like they can't get you off of their mind, and that's why they're so relentless in trying to contact you. Okay, and then becoming nobody. Okay, so yeah, I just think that pal one, you may be like crawling into a shell right now, so to speak. Like you're kind of avoiding either everyone or you're avoiding someone in particular. Okay, but I think that you're kind of like, you see how you see her posture. She's kind of like curled up. And she's also like inside, she's journaling. So, and she's wearing all gray. So I just feel like, you're just trying to avoid someone or people. Okay, there's someone or people that you are avoiding right now. Okay, the journey. Okay, it's at the bottom of the deck, and then it says create and progress. Okay, so you could be a creative person. Okay, maybe that's why you're avoiding people right now, because you're working on something. Okay, I mean, I know I do that. Sometimes when I'm creating, I consider myself to be an artist. Okay, but yeah, sometimes, sorry, I'm just wiping my desk here because there's like a water stain from my glass of water. But yeah, yeah, I think maybe you're a creative person, as we can see here. Like, if you're not into writing, then you may be into actual visual arts, or it could be some other form of arts. But I think that you are a creative person, and I think that maybe that's why you're kind of like in your shell, because you're trying to come up with something, some kind of idea or something like that. Okay. All right, so I'm going to use the cards to clarify. All right. All right, so Spirit, when it comes to what's the word on the streets about pal one, please explain what this first card means to this reading. It says there is always a way. What does this card represent here? It seems to me like someone's trying to get through to pal one. But it's like pal one may be avoiding them right now for whatever reason. But anyways, please, Spirit, let us know why this card is here in this reading. Thank you. Okay, so we've got strength. Okay, so with the strength card, strength is about self-control. Definitely about having inner strength. Definitely about being the bigger person. Definitely about, just controlling your emotions. Like overall, especially, when it comes to strength, this can also speak about controlling your lust. Okay? So, I do think that you have like romantic suitors, or at least one romantic suitor that really wants you, and like you don't just give yourself up. Okay, this one says Queen of Swords. Okay, yeah, so you have like a barrier up. Okay, you have like a barrier up, and this one says Four of Cups. Exactly. Yeah, so somebody is trying to get through to you. Someone's trying to offer you, you know, a cup. Cup has to do with emotions. It could mean love. Okay, but someone's trying to offer you something. Maybe they're trying to offer for you to go out or something like that. And you're kind of resisting, okay? You're displaying self-control. You're a very strong person. Okay? Please give us more clarification for the "there's always a way" card. When it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 1, Two of Pentacles, okay? So you could be busy working on, a few things in life. You could be busy doing things, and that's why you really don't have time for this person. Yeah, like there's someone who wants to get through to you, and I feel like you think that this person's bad news. Okay? You think that this person's like a player, so it's like you're, playing hard to get. Let's just put it that way. Temperance, okay? Again, self-control, balance, patience, and then Ace of Cups, okay? So yeah, somebody does want a relationship with you and they're trying to offer it to you, but you're kind of shying away from that, okay? Because I think you're keeping yourself busy. And I think also you may think that this person's a player and you don't have time for that. Okay? All right. Please clarify this other card. It says the day you plant the seed. What does this card represent in this reading for pile 1? It says the Hanged Man or the Hanging Man. Okay? So with the Hanging Man, it's basically things are in limbo. I feel like this person is waiting to hear a reply back from you. I mean, this person's waiting to hear a reply back from you. Okay, you have them hanging in there or hanging on, waiting. Okay, and it is torture for this person. Like I feel like this person's been waiting for a long time. Okay. But yeah, you have this person waiting to hear a response from you. And the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like they're hoping that they haven't missed. It's like, okay, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse has to do with a missed opportunity. Okay, it's a missed opportunity for, longevity. It's a missed opportunity for finances, for wealth, So yeah, this person's been waiting for such a long time that they're wondering if they've missed the chance. Okay, if they've missed the chance. And I'm also getting a sense that they're thinking that you missed up on them for having them waiting so long. Okay? Yeah, Page of Wands. Yeah, this person really wants you, whoever they are. And Seven of Cups. This person may think that you have other options, or maybe you think this person has other options, and that's why you're not responding. But yeah, this person has made you some form of offer. Okay. All right. All right. Please clarify this Becoming Nobody card. What does this Becoming Nobody card represent? When it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 1, what does this Becoming Nobody card represent? 9 of Swords, okay, and 3 of Swords, okay. So again, this is why you have your guard up against this person. Okay, because you're just tired and you just don't want to go through heartbreak. You don't want to have your heart broken. Okay, you're tired. You're just worried about getting your heart broken. So it's like you're avoiding this person. Definitely. There's somebody who really wants you. This person's been trying to contact you and you've been avoiding this person. Okay, you have this person hanging on, waiting for such a long time that they feel like, you know what, maybe I missed my chance with her. Maybe she has too many other options that she's focusing on. But it's not that you have other romantic options. It's just that you just don't want to get your heart broken. Okay, I don't know who this person is. I don't know if you've dealt with this person in the past and they broke your heart in the past and you don't want to go through that same pattern again. Or if you've had your heart broken by someone else and you're still trying to heal from that and you just don't want to jump into another connection. But yeah, that's what it is. Somebody is like trying to get through to you. Somebody really wants you. And you're like, no, 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 no. You're just kind of playing hard to get with this person. Not that you're playing, not that you're pretending to be hard to get. Maybe you really are hard to get, but I'm just, you know, that's the saying. That's how it goes. It says playing hard to get. So yeah, there's somebody who's trying to get through to you. Somebody that you have blocked. They're trying to get through to you, but you've already planted a seed in this person, whether it be in their heart or in their mind or both. You've planted a seed in this person, but you're also avoiding them. Okay, and they're confused as to why. Okay, let's get into the other deck. So, please show us with these cards, Spirit. What's the word on the streets about Pile 1? What's the word on the streets about Pile 1? What are people saying about Pile 1? Ice King. Okay? Ice King. So, you could be this Ice King, Pile 1. Or this person who is trying to get through to you has probably become an Ice King. But, you know, it does say detached, okay? And that's the vibe I was getting from these few cards here, okay? And it says entrepreneur and boss. And I did get the sense that you were working on some kind of creative project, and that could be a reason why you're avoiding this person, right? So you could be the Ice King, Pile 1. Whether you're male or female, you can still be the Ice King. You could be detached. You can be a boss, an entrepreneur, okay? But yeah, you are like in this Ice King energy, okay? You don't have time for other people, okay? Dating, it says whining, dining, and romance. Exactly, it's in the reverse because it's like you don't have time for that. You're focusing on other things. You're focusing on your business, your work, you know, and you've just become detached. And it says brunette female, darker hair, intense, focused. All right. So again, I feel that this is your energy again, Pile 1. Okay. You could be brunette. You could be a brunette female, but you are intense and you're focused. You're focused on your creative work, whatever you're doing. It says create and progress. Okay. Even this one here, it shows her writing. Okay. That is doing something creative. Okay, so yeah, you're intense, you're focused, and you don't really have time for whining, dining, and romance. Okay, excuse me. All right, anything else when it comes to what's the word on the streets about Pile 1? Anything else? Okay. Oopsie. All right, we got past love. Okay. So again, this is it. I mean, I feel like this is the person that's been trying to contact you, and you just don't want to deal with them because this is the person that broke your heart. Okay, as we can see here, there's a heart here and there's pieces of it that's broken. It's shattered. Okay. So yeah, I feel like the past love is the person that's been trying to reach out to you, Pile 1. And then it says fun times, parties, events, having fun. Okay, so yeah, like you don't want to go out and have fun with this person anymore. Like they've put like a bad taste in your mouth. You know what I mean? I feel like this person, look, it says new love in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, this person's been trying to contact you. They've been trying to keep in touch with you. They've been trying to say, hey, let's go out to a party or to a concert. Let's go out and have fun. You know, and you've been turning this person down. And they've also made the suggestion, I guess, to start again, you know, in the romance, and you said no. Okay? All right, so let's do them in order. I'm going to do the Ice King first. Please clarify this Ice King card when it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 1. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so yeah, you're mad at this person, pile 1. You're mad at him because why? Because he's a King of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone who is not good with commitments at all. They're non-committal. They're not very good when it comes to commitments. And it's like this person is mature enough to know better. And that's the thing that disappointed you the most. It's like this person is mature enough to know better, but they've built up like a whole portfolio, I guess you can say, or a resume or whatever of just being non-committal. Okay, that's what makes him a king, because he's had so much experience being that way. Okay, so yeah, you're mad at this person. He's an Ice King. Like you're mad at this person. Believe me. Okay? You're detaching yourself from this person because they are non-committal. For their age, they should know better. Yep, Queen of Pentacles. Definitely this is someone that you were in a relationship with, a serious relationship with this person. Okay? But you guys were not seeing eye to eye. You were faithful to this person. This person was not faithful to you. Okay? You guys could both be earth signs. Okay? Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But you don't have to be. But yeah. And then we got Ace of Wands. I feel like this person has tried to communicate with you to let you know that they want a new start, they want a new beginning. This person might have even said something like, oh, you know, let's just be friends. It doesn't have to be serious. But it's coming across as if you don't want anything to do with this person. Like you're done with this person. You know, it seems like. Okay, that's what it's coming across as. Okay. All right, please clarify this past love card for us when it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 1. What does this past love card represent? Yeah, Page of Wands. Okay. So this Page of Wands is definitely, you know, coming towards you to make this offer. Okay, and we see it's a wand. Okay, so what I'm getting here, pile 1, and you may not like this, but this person, they're very motivated by sex. Okay, I'm just getting the energy of like just sex. Like, okay, this person, you may have had like a serious relationship with them in the past. But the reason why they're contacting you now is because they want sex. They want to put you in a friends with benefits thing. Yeah, exactly. This person is like, oh, I don't want anything serious. See, remember this fun times card? Yeah, they don't want anything serious. They don't want anything serious, okay? They want sex. That's what they're coming to you for with this Page of Wands. And again, like I said, this person's immature for their age. Like, they should know better. This is a man. A King of Pentacles, definitely like a man. Like, he should be at the age now where he wants to settle down. He wants something serious. But the way he's coming up here, it seems like this is like just This is someone who always wants to be single. Like, he has no intentions of marriage or anything serious. Seems like he just wants sex. He just wants sex. It seems like that's what it is. That's what he's coming to you with. He's leading with his wand. He's like, here, you want it? You want it? I want it. Like, you know, for some of you guys watching, Pal 1, for some of you guys watching, it may not be for all, but for some of you guys watching, this guy may be the type of guy to send you dick pics, and he thinks you're just so happy to receive them. Okay? I'm just saying, like, this is the type of person. Okay? Because he thinks you're happy with this offer. Okay? He thinks you're happy with this offer. He thinks that, like, you know, and look, Queen of Wands is right underneath that. So yeah, this person, very, very, very sexually motivated. Okay? I feel like obviously, I feel like you've had sex with this person and they enjoy it. They enjoy it. We've seen how many wands come up so far? 3 wands. We saw the Ace of Wands. We see this one. Yeah, this person really enjoys the sex between you guys and they want to hold on to that. They want to hold on to it. And that's why they've been calling you. Okay? It's not because they want something serious. It's not because they really just want the sex. I'm telling you. They just want sex because they're attracted to you and they enjoyed the sex that you guys had together and they want it to keep going. They want to put you in like a friends with benefits type thing or a situationship. That's what they want. That's their motivation. Okay? We got 9 of Wands. So again, you're tired of this person. You're tired and you have your barriers up. You have this person blocked, I believe. And yeah, you're just tired. You feel like giving up. You're like, oh God, this again. Every time this person calls, it's like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. Because you're just so tired. And then the Hanged Man, yeah. So you have this person hanging on there. Like, you haven't responded. They're still waiting. They're literally still waiting to hear back from you, okay? To get a response. All right, please clarify this Fun Times card in the reverse. Okay, so we've got Ace of Swords, 7 of Swords, Justice, and 6 of Cups, okay? So you definitely realized that this person was running game or doing something, some kind of sneaky behavior this person was doing behind your back. I feel like you discovered it. You found out or you discovered some kind of truth about what they were doing behind your back. And Justice. So basically something happened where justice was yours. Something happened where I guess you can say karma turned in your favor. Karma turned in your favor some way, somehow. And I feel like that's why this person wants you back. Okay? I'm not sure what the justice is, but somehow you got justice in that situation. Okay? Or this person could be telling you that they want to make things right. This person could be telling you that you know, that they want to make it right. But, you know, when I see the Justice card, I think that this is something that comes from God or the universe, okay? So yeah, you discovered something about this person's sneaky ways, habits, and you receive some kind of justice. I feel like the justice is just basically you looking good. I just feel like, you know, after, okay, I feel like the 7 of Swords, this person may have cheated on you because, you know, when somebody's non-committal in a relationship, especially the King of Pentacles, that's what they do. They would be a cheater. So I feel like this person cheated on you. You discovered it, okay? And how justice was yours, how justice was served for you is, I don't know, something happened where you became more attractive to this person. Maybe you started to work out. Maybe I don't quite know what it is, but whatever it is, it makes this person want you. It makes this person want to come back to you. Okay? So like I said, like you could have done something to your appearance. Like I said, you could have started working out. But the Queen of Wands is usually highly, highly attractive, sexy. Okay? So yeah, just something. Maybe you started working on yourself. Okay? You started working on your craft as well. Because remember, you are a creative person. And the Queen of Wands is actually a creative, busy person, okay? Very busy woman working on several different projects at once, okay? And oftentimes, you know, when people break up from a serious connection, that is like the best way to deal with it, is to just keep yourself busy and start working on yourself. Whether it be working on your physical appearance or working on your creative crafts or both, okay? Or both, right? So yeah, I feel like that's what you've been doing, and I feel like that's what the Justice is, okay? It's like revenge. You got your revenge body or whatever it is, and it makes this person want you. This person wants to come back to you, okay? The Fool, all right? So yeah, they feel like a fool. Whatever you started to do, sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay. So yeah, you got some kind of revenge that makes this person want you. And yeah, they feel like a fool. And they definitely do want a new beginning with you. Okay? Yeah, but this person's a karmic. Yep. Yeah, this person, you know, anyways, let's continue on. All right, so let's go with this deck now. All right, so what is the word on the streets about Pile 1? Spirit, please show us with these cards. What is the word on the streets about our Pile 1 viewers? Cyberbully. You are being bullied online, or they're... See, the wording on this is so weird. They are, has suffered from it, etc. So that's definitely a typo. But yeah, it says you're being bullied online. So I feel like this person, this Ice King here, this King of Pentacles in the reverse, this past love, they're so angry and bitter that you have them blocked, that they're I just feel like this person has like fake accounts online and they're using it to come and bully you. So for instance, like let's say you're on Facebook or something, you may leave a comment under a page and this person would make a fake page and fake profile and everything, and they would go under that comment and say something to you, something very rude and disrespectful. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely them. Threatening, intimidating, threatened, bothered. Exactly. You see, this person here, this Ice King, he's like, yeah, he's like, he's threatening now. Okay, he's threatened and bothered by the fact that you won't give him the time of day. Okay, you just have him hanging around in his DMs. You haven't even replied to his messages or anything like that. You don't answer his calls. So he's getting like really mad. Okay, really mad, bothered, threatened, intimidating, drama starter. Okay, so this person is starting drama. Okay, starting drama. I believe another way that this person's starting drama for you, other than online, is he's going around, starting rumors, spreading rumors. Okay, look, love triangle, third party, multiple lovers, choices. Yeah, exactly. Like, this person knows that they were a cheater when they were with you. For sure. Okay? This person might be going around telling people that you are the one who cheated, And then this one says ego. Yep, hurt ego, ego getting in the way of a relationship, etc. Yep, this person's ego is so hurt because you've been blocking them out. So they're starting all this drama, they're getting mad, they're cyberbullying online. They may be telling people that you're cheating on or you cheated on them, etc. Maybe telling people that you sleep around, like you have multiple lovers or multiple choices. That is what they think, for sure. They think that that's why you're not responding, is because you have someone else or that you're seeing other people, when really what it is that you're just focusing on yourself and you don't want to deal with this person. No facts, never has the facts, makes shit up, lies. Exactly. Didn't I say that this person may be lying, maybe starting rumors about you? Exactly. They're making shit up, they're lying about you behind your back. Yep, starting drama. Exactly, starting drama, because this person's ego is hurt. Okay, their ego is so hurt that you are blocking them. Like, you have them blocked. You're not paying them no mind. You're not giving them the time of day. This person just wants sex, by the way. They just want sex, okay? They could be an earth sign, okay? A Taurus or a Virgo is what I'm getting, okay? All right, so please give us some clarification for this cyberbully card. What does this cyberbully card represent when it comes to what's the word on the streets about Pile 1? Who's the cyberbully here? Who's been cyberbullying Pile 1? Please clarify this cyberbully card for us. Okay, thank you. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so this person here has been doing nefarious works. I hope that's the right word. I think so. Yeah, they've been doing some nefarious works. They've been, working on things that are just negative, low vibrational, okay? And the Hermit. This person is bitter that they're alone. Okay, this person is bitter that you left them. And they're just mad that, like, they want to... I was going to say they want to work on the connection, but that's not necessarily true. Because we see that they just want sex, okay? That's their main motivation. I'm not saying that that's all that they want, but it's definitely at the forefront of what they want from you, okay? They're out in the cold, they're lonely, this person's alone, and so what do? They sit at the computer and they cyberbully you. This person may actually have a job on the computer. They may work in, like, tech, for instance. It could be like... It could be like their job, okay? And like, basically in the middle of their job, that's what they do. Do you know what I mean? Like, they could work from home on their computer or something like that. And, like, in between working, that's what they do. They search up your page and they make false pages and they just cyberbully, like, make these comments under your pictures, stuff like that, under fake accounts, of course, right? Ten of Pentacles and the Moon. This person could pretend that they're, like, family members or something like that. This person could also be curious. I'm just getting a sense. Okay, I'm not going to say that part, but they could be curious as to how much money you have. Like looking into your life, okay? But yeah, anyways. Please clarify this love triangle card in the reverse. When it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 1, what does this love triangle card represent? Yeah, okay, this person sees you with money. Okay, maybe you just, I don't know, maybe you got a lump sum of money. Okay, it could be from work or whatever, but this person wants to know where you got it from. They're like super curious, okay? So yeah, 4 of Cups. Okay, so basically, you do have people who want to date you. You do have suitors who want to date you, but again, with this 4 of Cups here, it's like you're not interested. You're not interested in dating anyone right now. All right, so this person is going around telling people that, oh yeah, she's seeing a bunch of people right now. She's a whore. That could be what they're saying. Don't take my word for it. I'm just using that as an example. They could be saying, oh, Pal One's a whore. She's such a whore. She's not talking to me because she's talking to a bunch of other dudes. You know, when really the truth is you're just not interested in anyone right now. You're just not interested in anyone right now. You're just not into any relationships right now. Okay? Bottom of the deck is King of Wands in the reverse. You're not sleeping with anyone. You don't want to sleep with anyone. And 9 of Swords, because you're still trying to heal from your ex, the person who cheated on you. Okay, you were in a tumultuous relationship with this person and you're still getting over that. You still have PTSD from that. You don't want any relationship. Okay, this person just doesn't get it through their head. All right, and please clarify this ego card for us. This ego card in the reverse. Whose ego is hurt? And why is their ego hurt? Seven of Wands. Okay, their ego is hurt because you are protecting and defending your peace. You're not letting this person in, okay? And they've been trying and they've been like persistent, trying and trying. I would say seven could be up to 7 months. This person's been trying to, you know, get in, okay? But you've been like defending and protecting your peace, saying no, we can't sleep together. No, I don't want you. No, I don't want to go out on a date. You've been saying no, and that's why this person's ego is hurt. Okay, yeah, 9 of Wands. You're tired of this person. This person has probably even begged. This person has probably even like got down on their knees and begged. Maybe not like actually physically, but you know, maybe to them that's what it seemed like. It seemed like they were begging you, you know, and they feel like, oh, I did all that for her. I got down on my knees and begged for her and she has the nerve to tell me no. Yeah, this is someone who wants to, this is someone that you used to talk to in the past and they want a second chance with you. Definitely. Yep. And they're swearing up and down that they'll do it right this time. This time around it'll be better. Yep. They're trying to convince you that, you know, they want something serious, you know, that they're willing to do things right this time around, you know, that they've changed or they're willing to change. Yeah. But look, it's about sex. This person is like immature. Yep. Yep. So this person's been trying like every method that they can possibly try. You know, they want to get into your pants. I'm not saying that that's the only thing they want, Pal One. But like I said, it's at the forefront. Okay, it's at the forefront. Oh, sorry. All right, let's get into your final oracle deck here. All right, so what is the word on the street for our pal 1 viewers. What's the word on the streets about pile 1? Please show us with this deck, Spirit. What are people saying about pile 1? What's the word on the streets about pile 1? Okay, sorry. Celestial alignment. Okay, celestial alignment. Queen Mother Nanny, liberation and giving and receiving. Okay, so with this card, I'm just getting a sense that, okay, I'm just going to look it up, okay? I'm just going to look up what it says, but this one says, Mami Kumba Bang, speak up, okay? And then this one says, Mami Wata, naked. So yeah, this person definitely wants to see you naked. Like I said, I feel like that's their main motivation is sex, this person, okay? But let's read up on these cards here and see what they say. All right. How do you want to feel? You think often about what you want, but goddess energy speaks to us in feelings. Celestial alignment is being in sync with the energetic feeling, the frequency of the sacred. Everything that you desire is in that frequency. Match it with your feelings. That is the energy of goddess. Okay? So yeah, I mean, I just feel like what this is saying is that, like, you know, let me see. So, what I get from this card is just, you know, basically you're just focusing on yourself. You're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on your own happiness. And, you know, you're just trying to be in alignment with how you feel. Okay? It's not about this person. You're not allowing this person to, what's the word? You're not allowing them to influence you. Okay? You're focusing on yourself. Okay? Let's see what the other one says. Okay, so it says, Queen Mother Nanny of the Maroons was a spiritual leader, military strategist, and revolutionary. This Ashanti healer was brought to Jamaica in chains and escaped to lead rebellions. Nanny helped to free over 800 enslaved people. Wow. All right, so you've gained power in freeing yourself from this person. Yes, and you're enjoying that liberation, and now you're focusing on yourself, and you don't want to go back. Who wants to go back into chains? Okay, so yeah, this person, like, being in the relationship with them was, I don't want to say it was like slavery for you, but I just feel like this person was controlling, manipulating, and like there was a lot of cheating, a lot of abuse, whether it be mental abuse, emotional abuse, or even physical abuse. But yeah, like you just liberated yourself from this person, and there's no way you're gonna go back to that. You're focusing on yourself now, and you love it. You've made so much progress. Okay, this card goes on to say, you deserve to feel free. What do you imagine for yourself? Daring to manifest your dreams is a part of personal liberation. Find your own personal liberation codes in your soul's unspoken desires. Life is too short to live within someone else's story. Divine blessings and magic are on your side. Enjoying your freedom fully is the best gift to your ancestors. So yeah, that's what you're doing. You're enjoying your freedom, okay? So yeah, like this person is sadly mistaken if they think that you're just going to go back to them and be one of their concubines, because that's exactly what they want. I'm telling you, I feel like they're putting on the charm and they're trying to make you think, oh, I've changed, you know, I want to be serious this time. I'll do whatever you want me to, blah, 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 blah. But really, their first motivation there is sex. I'm telling you, okay? This one says giving and receiving. Hold on, let's see. And this person's so much in their ego that like whenever you turn them down, even if you give them a legitimate reason, like, oh, I'm focusing on myself now, you know, I'm not ready to be in any kind of relationship and I want to be celibate, blah, 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 blah. Whatever you try to tell this person, it doesn't matter what it is, they still take it and like their ego gets hurt. Like there's just so much still in their ego. So that shows that this person hasn't changed. And they're going behind your back, talking shit. And they're also cyberbullying you online and, you know, spreading rumors, you know, so this person has not changed at all. So you're doing yourself a favor by staying away from them. Okay, so Goddess Ma'at represents alignment, truth, and balance. Her name means order, as her father, Egyptian god Ra, rose out of the chaos and put her in charge of divine justice. Reset your harmonic balance. You are out of alignment. The sacred scales command you to give and receive. If you receive without giving, you are selfish and out of alignment. If you give without receiving, you are stuck in martyrdom and out of alignment. So basically what this is saying is basically in that relationship there was not a lot of equal give and take. There was a lot of breadcrumbing. Like you gave a lot more of yourself than this person gave back to you. So the relationship was not in alignment. So basically it's saying that if you go back to this person, if you give in to this person and go back to them, you'll be back in that same pattern where you won't be in alignment. You guys will not be in alignment with each other. And that's another reason why you weren't happy in that connection. Okay? It goes on to say, giving and receiving is spiritual law and spell work. Give time, money, service, resources, and good vibes. If you are a generous giver, cultivate a practice of receiving. Receiving is a sacred feminine principle that makes many uncomfortable. Receive compliments, joy, support, pleasure, friendship, money, and love. They are all the same to spirit. So yeah, like this person, when you were in the connection with them, they did not have you in your feminine energy, okay? Because they were not giving enough for you to be receiving, okay? You were doing all of the giving. All right, so that's why like when you were in the connection with this person, you were not in alignment, okay? But now you see the first card that came out, it says celestial alignment. Now you're in alignment. You're in alignment with your own feelings and your own desires. You're more empowered now that you've been liberated. And yeah, giving and receiving. You're receiving more than ever now because you're receiving from the universe. Okay? So yeah, basically you staying away from this person is a good look for you, okay? And that's the word on the streets. People are actually happy that you're away from this person. They see the difference. They see the liberation. They see the alignment, okay? All right. Please give us more clarification here for this celestial alignment card when it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 1. Please give us more clarification. So yeah, with the Chariot card, I feel like you're working on your goals and you're moving forward, okay? You're doing better for yourself. You're making more progress, okay? 9 of Pentacles, you're single, you're celibate, and you're fine with that. You're happy, okay? The Star, exactly. Things look good for you. Okay, you're in a good space, a good position. Things are very optimistic. You know, you've been healing, you know. You're keeping yourself busy with the Ten of Wands here. You're keeping yourself very, very busy. You have a lot of things that you're working on. Okay, the Empress. Yes, very much you are working on yourself. You have made growth. You've made progress in your life. Yep, Three of Pentacles. Definitely working on yourself, working on different projects. You know, making progress in life. Definitely. And the World, okay, successful completion. This is achievement. This is success. So yeah, you are definitely working on things, keeping yourself busy, okay? Six of Pentacles, okay, and Queen of Wands, definitely keeping yourself busy, and you're fulfilling yourself doing that way. You may be giving to like charity, or you may be yeah, like you may give to the less fortunate, like give to charity, or you may be like volunteering or something like that. But whatever you're doing, you're absolutely working on yourself, and people see that. People see that it's working for you. You're keeping yourself busy. You're taking care of yourself. And that's another reason why this person's so attracted to you and they want to come back to you. But okay, so I was just having some issues with my camera there, pal 1. So I completely lost my train of thought of what I was just saying before that. Okay, but basically what I see from these 3 cards here is that, you know, since you got away from this person, you've been doing better for yourself. You're much more happier now. You're more balanced. You're in alignment. You're more powerful. You're liberated. And people see that about you. Okay, people definitely see that about you. All right, so when it comes to the word on the streets about you, pal 1, just to sum it all up here, you have this person that you know has been trying to get through to you. It says there's always a way. This person's been trying relentlessly to try to get through to you, even though you have them blocked. Okay, it says the day you plant the seed. So there was a seed planted within this person by you. It doesn't mean that you did it on purpose. It just means that this person is just smitten by you. Okay, but it says becoming nobody. So you're just avoiding this person. Okay, you're just kind of, you know, keeping to yourself. Okay, you're not dating anyone, but this person, this Ice King here, this is someone that you used to date. Okay, but this person was they were abusive to you in some way. Could have been physically, but definitely emotionally and mentally abusive as well. This person was a narcissist, okay? And you've detached from this person. This person also used to cheat on you, and you found out that they cheated, and you went off on your own. You started to work on yourself. And now that this person sees you doing good, this person wants to get back into your life, okay? And they're trying, like I said, relentlessly, okay? They're trying to take you out and so on and so forth. But another thing about this person is like they're very egotistical, okay? Since you've been turning them down and avoiding them, they've started to retaliate. Okay, so one way that they've been retaliating is they've been cyberbullying you online. So if you start to see that you're being attacked, or there's comments under your pictures, like mean comments, things like that, then it's definitely this person using fake accounts. Okay, their ego has been hurt, and also they're going around causing rumors, starting rumors about you, saying that you're seeing multiple people at the same time. They could be calling you, you know, names, like they could be calling you a whore and stuff like that. But you're definitely unbothered, okay? Because people know the truth, okay? People know that you're working on yourself, and you're just better off without this person, okay? So, yeah, my advice to you is keep on doing what you're doing, pal 1. Do not answer this person's call. Keep them blocked, because they're just bad news. This person is trying to tell you that they've changed. They're trying to sweet talk you. They're trying to do whatever they can to get in. And by get in, I mean get in. They want to get into your pants, okay? They want to get into your pants. Definitely. That's like their main motivation. This person has not changed. As you can see, they're still an Ice King, okay? And they're still very much in their ego. okay? Very much in their ego. So yeah, don't go back to this person, and you're doing good for yourself, pile 1, and people see it. So the word on the streets about you is that, yeah, you're definitely playing hard to get from this person from your past who wants to be with you, and people are kind of cheering you on. People are like, good girl, good girl. Don't go back to him, okay? Because going back to this person will be doing a disservice to yourself, for sure. All right? So, I hope you appreciated this reading, pile 1. If you did, please let me know that you liked it by giving the video a thumbs up. You can also comment to let me know if you liked it as well. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so, pile 1, as I would love to have you back here to join me for more of my upcoming readings. Alright, until I see you again, pile 1, have yourselves a very blessed and beautiful day, and namaste. Alright, so we're back for pile 2, and you have chosen the second story cube, which is, I hope you guys can see that, but it's 2 people walking. One is in front of the other, he's leading the way, or at least I think it's a he, and he's pointing ahead. And the other one is, sorry, the other one is following behind, and that one looks, by the expression on the face, that one looks a little bit hesitant, okay? This one's all smiling, like, hey, let's go that way, and the other one's like, oh, okay, you sure? You sure about this? Like, a little bit hesitant, that one, okay? So I'm just trying to be as descriptive as possible for the people who possibly can't see it, okay? So if you've chosen this story cube, then this will definitely be your reading. All right. So this reading is to find out what's the word on the street about you, pile 2. So let's get into your first oracle deck. Alright, so Spirit, help me tap into pile 2's energy. Please show us what's the word on the street about pile 2. This one says Queen of Everything, and as you can see, it flipped out in the reverse. Alright, so there are some people that are hating on you. Okay, sorry, let me just sorry about that. Okay. There are some people that are hating on you, pile 2. They're basically saying that you think you're all that. Okay? Oh, she thinks she's the queen of everything. That's what they're saying about you. They're saying that you think you're all that. Okay? Bottom of the deck is in touch with your body, okay? So maybe that's it. Maybe that's the reason why people are hating on you and saying that you think you're all that. Because you've been working on your body. You've been working out. We see her drinking some natural fruit juices here, possibly doing a detox. So yeah, you've been taking care of yourself, and the results are showing, and people are saying, yeah, she thinks she's the queen of everything. She thinks she's all that. Okay, this one here, it says calm your energy, and again it looks like a woman that's in a yoga pose. So this is definite confirmation that you've been working out, or you've been doing something that that makes people look at you twice. Okay, this one says create and progress. Okay, so yeah, you've been working on some projects, and you've been making progress. And this one says confession. I'm just flipping them reverse because remember, these all came out in the reverse. So this one says confessions. Okay, so Bottom of the deck, it says best case scenario. Okay, so yeah, for pile 2, you definitely have some haters on your trail because you're making progress, you're working out, you're doing good for yourself, and the results are showing, and you just got people hating on you, okay, because of that. So let's get into the clarification. All right. All right, so Spirit, wow, okay. Again, we've got Queen of Pentacles, okay, Queen of Pentacles. So you could be an earth sign, okay, and when I see this card coming out, so basically with the Queen of Pentacles, okay, you're not a show off. You're very down to earth. You're very stable. You're very independent, loyal, and you're humble. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. You're actually very humble. But people see you as a show off, okay? They kind of think that you're showing off. I mean, look at the peacock in the background, okay? And peacocks are known to be very physically beautiful birds. Like, they're just so beautiful, and they're known to kind of show off because they put up their tail feathers and they make that beautiful pattern with their tail, you know. But they can't help it. I mean, it's a natural thing for them. Like, they can't help it. So basically what I see from this Queen of Pentacles, pile 2, people think that you're a show off, okay? People think that you are either showing off your wealth, such as what she's doing in this picture here, or they think that you're showing off your beauty, or maybe both, okay? But I don't think that that is what you're doing, okay? I think that you're just being yourself, and people just want to judge you, okay? We've got Justice, okay? So this is Libra energy. And then we got 6 of Pentacles. So we've got Earth sign energy, and we also have Libra energy, okay? But 6 of Pentacles and Justice. So I'm getting a sense that someone owes you, okay? Someone definitely owes you, okay? Yeah, you're receiving karma. Not bad karma, of course. You're receiving justice because okay. Basically, pile 2, whoever is saying these things about you are people that have done you wrong, okay? They've done you wrong. They've spoken about you behind your back, and now they are like, basically you're winning. You're winning, and they see it. Meanwhile, they're losing. Okay? So it's justice for you. You're receiving karmic retribution. Okay? All right, please clarify this claim your energy card. What does this card mean in this reading for pile 2 when it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 2? So this one says 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay? So someone needs to put in the work. Someone needs to work hard. They need to perhaps invest in themselves, invest in their future. You know, somebody needs to like really focus and work hard. 4 of Swords, but they may be resting right now. 10 of Swords, possibly because they're in some kind of a depression, maybe. You know, they may be in, you know, just kind of depression. So, but yeah, they need to like work hard. Maybe that was you at one point, pile 2, but you got yourself out of it. Or maybe this is this other person. Who knows? Let's get more information for this Claim Your Energy card, Spirit. Please clarify what this Claim Your Energy card represents. This one flew out. It says King of Wands in the reverse. All right, please give us more clarification for this Claim Your Energy card. Please give us more clarification for this Claim Your Energy card. What does this claim your energy card represents for this reading when it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 2? Who needs to claim their energy? Four of Swords. Again, we have this rest card. Rest, recuperation, healing, you know. Yeah, so basically, someone's recuperating, someone's healing. But they need to get themselves out of that funk, and they need to start working. They need to start putting in the work. It could be this King of Wands in the reverse. I'm actually going to put this back because I don't like how it came out, okay? I can feel certain cards when they come out, and I just don't like how that one came out. I was like kind of uncertain about it. So I'm just going to put him back. If he comes out, then he comes out, okay? Then it was meant to be, but for now, I'm just going to put him back. But right now, we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. We got Four of Swords. Somebody's like resting, recuperating, healing. But they need to work. We got the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Perhaps they're tired of working. The Tower. The Tower. Okay, so somebody, whoever this person is, they've gone through a tower, which is chaos, destruction, sudden epiphany. It's just, the tower is something that happens very suddenly, just kind of like out of the blue, and it's usually chaotic. It's usually destroys something, okay? And then usually after this tower, you gain a sudden epiphany, like you gain a sudden shift in your mindset. You see things from a different perspective, okay? So that's the Tower. This person, whoever they are, they went through a tower. Now they're resting and recuperating, but they need to work. They need to get out of this funk, and they need to work. Yeah, so this is someone, whoever's doing this talking about you, pile 2, this is someone who is jealous and bitter, okay? Because, like I said, they've gone through this tower. And towers are usually events that are, basically, it's sent by God to your life to basically spark a change in you, okay? So this person experienced a tower. Okay, now they're still resting, recuperating, they're still getting over it, but they need to get up and work. We've got 10 of Pentacles and we got Ace of Wands. This person could be unemployed. Okay, this person could be unemployed. Like for example, the Tower could have been them getting fired from their job. Okay, the Four of Swords could then be like resting in bed every day, like crying, being depressed, you know. Meanwhile, they need to get up and start working. They need to get up and start doing something to make money. Okay, and I feel like this person, whoever they are, the reason why they're so bitter and jealous is because they feel like this should be you. They feel like this should be you in their situation here. Okay, but instead, you decided, somehow you got yourself out of it. Okay, and you're the Queen of Pentacles, or, you know, in their words, the Queen of everything, or you think you're the Queen of everything. That's what they're saying about you. But you're the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you have some money. Okay, you have, if it's not money that you have, you're just wealthy. Okay, you're wealthy, at least in their eyes. Okay, you may not be wealthy in your own eyes. You might be like, me wealthy? What? Like what? But you're definitely more wealthier than them. Okay, you have money to you. Okay, maybe you got a new job that pays you more. But yeah, this person's just jealous because they feel like the position that they're in, they're feeling like it should be you. Okay? Please clarify this create and progress card when it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 2. What does this create and progress card represent in this reading? What does this create and progress card represent in this reading? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, missed opportunity. Five of Wands. Okay, so this person is like competing with you. We also have Page of Swords and the Hermit. So yeah, this person, okay, this could have been like a coworker of yours from the past or something like that. Maybe you guys worked for the same company and this person was in competition with you. And need I say, it was secret competition. I don't think that you were aware that this person was in competition with you, but I feel like this person was in secret competition with you. So I feel like they tried to sabotage you. They tried to do something to get you fired or something of that sort. Okay, this is what I'm sensing. This is what I'm feeling. If it resonates with you, pal 2, please let me know in the comments. If it doesn't resonate with you, just skip over it, okay? But this is what I'm sensing. This is what I'm feeling. This is somebody who may have worked with you, okay? And they were competing with you. They were competing with you, and so they tried to do something to sabotage you. They tried to do something to get you fired, but instead it actually backfired onto them. They actually ended up the one being fired. You ended up, it seemed like maybe you got a promotion because it seems like you got a new job that pays you a lot more. And this person here isn't working, okay? Look, Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. They're not working, but they need to get themselves up because this person is still in they're like in bed, okay? They could be like going through like a depression. They're like, I feel like this person's like crying all day in bed, okay? And yeah, they feel like their position, like them being fired and not having any money and them being in bed all depressed and everything, they feel like that should be you. Meanwhile, you're shining. Okay, so yeah, they're missed opportunity. Okay, this is Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. This person had some kind of new opportunity that was available to them. I believe that the new opportunity has to do with basically you. Okay, so I keep getting more details as I'm going, okay? So bear with me, pal 2. So basically, what I'm saying is that this is someone that I feel that you used to work with, okay? But I feel like maybe you were like kind of above this person. I feel like you were in charge of like training this person or something like that. And it seems like they didn't want to accept your leadership. They didn't want to accept your leadership. Instead, they wanted to compete with you. They wanted to fight with you instead. Okay? And so that's the opportunity that they missed. Because I feel like had they had worked with you on this project, whatever it was, they would have made progress. But they didn't. They decided to argue with you, and then they decided to fight with you. Page of Swords in the reverse. They fought with you. I feel like they told a lie on you as well. They were kind of like prying into your business, like spying on you. And I feel like they told a lie on you. And now look at them. They're in the hermit mode. Okay, they're stuck in the house. They're not working, and they're left there to think about what they've done. They're on punishment, basically. Yep. The Fool. Yep, they feel like a fool. Yep. And this person, low-key, they feel like they want a new beginning with you. Like they want to start over with you. That's what they feel like. And they're actually having a lot of regrets. They're thinking, you know, if I could do that over again, I would do it much differently. That's what they're thinking. You know, if I could do that over again, if I could get my job back, for instance, if I could get my job back doing the same thing, working with Pal 2, I would have accepted Pal 2's leadership, and I would have been much more cooperative instead of fighting with Pal 2. And then we got the Chariot, because, yeah, they're saying that if they had done that, they would have made progress in their life. But you know, look at them now. The Tower, okay, and Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. This person is not working, okay? Instead, they're in bed, crying every day, depressed, okay? They're left there to think about what they've done, okay? Because, yeah, I just feel like this person was working with you. And instead of working with you, they competed with you, they argued with you, they started lies about you, and now they're seeing that it was a missed opportunity. They're saying that they could have took that situation and they could have turned it around, and they would have made progress in their life. Okay? Please clarify this Confessions card. What does this Confessions card represent when it comes to what's the word on the streets about Pile 2? When it comes to what's the word on the streets about Pile 2, please clarify this Confessions card. Exactly. Yep. This person wants to confess. Like they want to, but it's in the reverse. So it's really hard for them, but they want to confess that that they were a fool. They were foolish, they were childish, they were ignorant, and they're saying that they want to do it over again. They're saying that if they would do it over again, if they had the opportunity to do it over again, they would do it much differently. They wouldn't have been so calculating. They wouldn't have tried to sabotage, okay? They would have just let nature run its course and just went with it. Okay, and then Queen of Cups. Yeah, with the Queen of Cups, okay, I feel like this is a female here, you guys. You're a female and they're a female, but with the Queen of Cups, you see her having the cup in front of her. This person wants to apologize. This person wants to apologize. They want to come to you humbly and they want to apologize. They're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I was a fool. You know, this person wants to apologize to you for sure. Okay. Yeah, Page of Cups. Yeah, this person wants to apologize. Okay, and you see how he has the cup in front of him? It's like he's offering the cup, but he's not looking directly at the person that he's offering the cup to. So this person, like, they're still, this person is still prideful. They're still kind of stuck in their ego, but they do want to apologize. This is what they're feeling, okay? They do want to apologize because they feel like a fool, okay? All right, let's get into your other oracle decks, Pile 2. All right, so when it comes to what's the word on the streets about Pile 2, I'm just going to shuffle these cards. Please let us know, Spirit, what is the word on the streets about Pile 2? Sorry about that, you guys, if you hear the noise. That's the garbage truck. So please show us with these cards, Spirit. What's the word on the streets about Pile 2? Soulmate in the reverse. Great connection / relationship. Okay, so this person misses you. Okay, this person feels like you were their soulmate. Now remember, you guys, a soulmate is not always a romantic partner. You can have soulmates that are friends. You can have soulmates that are family members. You can even have soulmates, I believe, that are pets. Okay, so again, this person views you as a soulmate and they do miss you because they felt that you guys had a great connection and you guys had a great relationship until they messed it up. Okay, bottom of the deck is union. Okay, and then career, exactly. This is confirmation here that you used to work with this person. It says business, success, advancement. So this person feels like if they were in union with you, if they would have just stuck by you, they would have made advancement in their career. They would have been successful by now, but instead, it looks like they're not working, okay? It looks like they lost their job, this person. All right, please tell us. This one looks like it wanted to come out. It said destiny, luck, chance, meant to be. Yep, this person messed up their destiny. Let's just put it that way. They messed up their destiny. Okay, home, property, real estate, residence. Okay, so this person may live in the same community as you, okay? Or you guys might be into real estate. Maybe that was like the job that you guys were doing together. Maybe you're involved in real estate, okay? Communication. This person wants to contact you, okay? Maybe they've been trying to. And gifts. Perhaps they want to give you a gift, okay? But they definitely do want to open up, and they want to tell you what they haven't told you, all right? So yeah, this wanted to come out. And this one too. Wow, look at that. All right, I told you if it was meant to be, it will be. So yeah, this person wants to open up to you. I feel like this person wants to like show up. Like I feel like, okay, this person, they feel like if they stay and think about it for too long, they won't do it. So one day they might just pop up out of the blue and just call you. Okay, so don't be surprised if you get some kind of surprise visit or surprise phone call from this person. And when that happens, they're just going to open up to you and tell you things that you didn't know before, things that would surprise you. Okay, and then it says luck, chance, meant to be, destiny in the reverse. So yes, this person did mess up their destiny for sure. Okay, they did. Oh, they did. By not cooperating with you, by not respecting your leadership at work, they messed up their destiny, and now they're facing bad luck. They're definitely facing bad karma right now. Okay? Yep, communication. Yep, this person definitely wants to communicate with you. And then fun times. They miss the fun times that you guys had together. Okay? This person might want to invite you out one day, you know? Let's get some clarification. All right, so Spirit, when it comes to what's the word on the streets about Pile 2, please clarify this soulmate card in the reverse. What does this soulmate card represent? Okay, so we've got the Hanging Man, okay? This person may be Pisces, okay? But the Hanging Man is definitely, you know, somebody's life is on hold. Okay, this person is like on timeout and they're being punished. Okay, so that's how they feel. Their life is on hold. Nothing is really happening and they're just waiting. Okay, they're waiting for, I think it's like a job. I think that's what it is. But yeah, they're just hanging in there. Okay, Ace of Swords. They had a sudden realization. They figured something out. They figured out the truth. And yeah, Ten of Pentacles. This person regrets what they did. Because if they know that if they had remained friends with you, if they had kept this connection going, they would have had this right now, which is a lump sum of money. Okay, they would have been, you know, like I said, you guys could be in real estate. And I know, you know, if you're doing well in real estate, that's a lot of money, you know. So maybe you guys had like some kind of project together, working together, and you were trying to show this person the ropes, okay? But instead of following your lead, this person tried to go against you. And it ended up in them losing their job. And now they're in this position here with the hanged man. Nothing's happening for them. Nothing is really happening for them. And they feel like they're on punishment. They feel like basically like they're on a timeout. Because they realize that if they had stayed with you, because you're their soulmate, you know, you could be their karmic soulmate. Which is a soulmate that, you know, you guys knew each other in a past life and you reunited in this life to teach each other a lesson. Okay, so they needed to learn from you and they didn't. Okay, and so they realize that now, that they're like, damn, Pile 2 was the one. If I had just stayed by her side, him or her. I usually like to say her in my readings, Pile 2. I sincerely apologize if you guys are males watching. Please feel free to switch the pronouns, okay? But you did come out as a Queen of Pentacles, and this person came out as a Queen of Cups. So I do believe it's two females here, but like I said, you can switch the pronouns, okay? Just because you're a male doesn't mean that you can't pull a queen, okay? All right, so Yeah, this person realizes the truth, which is that, you know, if they had stayed with you, they would have gotten this, the 10 of Pentacles, which is wealth, you know. 7 of Wands, okay? 7 of Wands, they fought against you and they tried to get other people against you as well. And you defended yourself, and I feel like you won. Look, 9 of Pentacles, exactly, you did win. Okay, this person went against you and they tried to get other people against you as well, but you stood firm, you defended yourself, and you won. 9 of Pentacles, look how much money she has around her. That's only one less from the 10 of Pentacles, you know? All that money is yours. It could have been half theirs too, but it's all yours, you know? Because they messed up royally. All right, please clarify this home card in the reverse. Queen of Wands, okay? Queen of Wands, a hard worker, okay? You get things done, a busybody, okay? You have a lot of projects on your plate, but guess what? It doesn't faze you because you meet all deadlines, okay? We saw the 7 of Wands come up, so you were up for the challenge, okay? So yeah, you were like, with this Queen of Wands, you were like, this is very much boss energy, but it's not the type of boss energy where you just sit there and you boss people around. This is the type of boss that leads by example. She's like, okay, let me show you. Like, you literally get in the paint and you show people how it's done. Like, you literally, you lead by example. And yeah, you're the Queen of Wands, the Jane of all trades. So you're very good at what you do. Look, Knight of Wands, okay? And then 7 of Wands, yeah, you're up for the challenge. Like, you can definitely get things done. Whatever challenge you're faced with, you definitely sorry for stuttering, you guys. Sometimes when I have a lot of thoughts flooding into my mind at the same time, that's what happens. But yeah, yeah, you literally get things done and you make change, and you end up being victorious, okay? You could be a fire sign, okay? Earth sign, fire sign. Please give us more clarification for this home card. It says property, real estate, residence. What does this home card represent here? The Chariot. Okay, so I feel like you got a promotion or something like that, pal, too. I said that before. I feel like you definitely got a promotion. You got a new job that pays you more. You went onward and upward. That's what the Chariot card represents. You're going places in life. Okay, and then the Strength card. Yep. Strength, like you won. You won. This person tried to make things difficult for you. Okay, they brought up challenges against you. This person probably lied on you and accused you of something, and it was like a whole thing, but you ended up winning. Whatever they accused you of, you ended up winning. And you passed with flying colors. Okay? You definitely did. Please give us more clarification for this home card. It says property, real estate, residence. What does this home card represent? All right, I think that's all they're going to tell me. But I do think possibly you guys may work in real estate, or maybe you are mortgage brokers or something to do with the home, with property, you know. Yeah, but anyways, whatever you do, you're good at it. You're extremely good at it, pal, too. And this person tried to make things very difficult for you at work. They did. They put you in a position where you had to fight back and defend yourself. But you passed it. You passed it. And after that passing, I feel like you got a promotion, pal, too. I feel like you got a promotion. And now you have a lot more responsibilities on your plate, but you can do it. Like, you are the person for the job, for sure. Okay? 8 of Cups. This person regrets walking away from you. All right. Please clarify this gifts card for us. It says gifts, surprises, presents, opening. When it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 2, what does this gifts card represent in this reading for pile 2? Please let us know. What does this gifts card represent in this reading for pile 2? Okay, we've got Knight of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. Somebody wants to come and give you a gift. Seems like it, because the Knight of Pentacles usually comes bearing gifts. They say that's why he takes so long, because his bag is so heavy. Okay, so yes, this person wants to come and give you something. But again, they're taking their time. Yeah, and also like, oh, okay. Another thing I'm getting from these two cards here is that this person was surprised that you made such progress. This person is surprised that you made progress because we know the Knight is one step down from the Queen. Okay, the Queen is one step up from the Knight. So it's like you made progress slowly but surely. It took you a while, but you became the Queen. So I feel like, yes, you did get a promotion. Whatever you were doing, you got a promotion. You're making more money now. Uh-huh. And this person is so surprised. They're shocked that you made it. Because they definitely did try to slow you down. You see the rabbit hiding in the bushes looking at the Knight? I feel like this is this person here. Yep. They underestimated you. You know, like, is it the tortoise and the hare? Yeah, the tortoise and the hare. How the hare was so overconfident. Okay, they were so overconfident that they were going to win the race that what did they do? They slept. And the tortoise, the slow-moving tortoise, ended up winning the race. So that was you, pile 2. You're the tortoise. You went slow and steady. Okay, so when it comes to slow and steady, I feel like that means that you didn't cut corners, you didn't take shortcuts. You made sure you knew everything. You did everything thoroughly. Okay? But yeah, this person's really shocked that you made progress. Like they're shocked, they're surprised. Okay? Yeah, the devil. Yep, they tried to sabotage you. They tried to get you trapped some way, somehow. They just didn't want you to win. Yep, 9 of Wands. Now they have to humble themselves towards you. Yep, now they have to bow to the Queen. Basically. You know? Because they tried to get you to lose. They tried to get you to fail. But you didn't. You actually progressed. Alright? And they're shocked. They're surprised. Please clarify this Destiny card for us in the reverse. It says luck, chance, meant to be. What does this Destiny card represent in this reading for pile 2? When it comes to what's the word on the streets? Sorry. What does this Destiny card in the reverse represent? 4 of Swords. So this person's sick. They're sick. They're crying. They're hurt. Because, yeah, they felt like this was supposed to be theirs. This promotion, whatever, like they felt like it was supposed to be theirs. It was supposed to be mine. It's supposed to be mine. Because, yeah, they're the hare. Okay, they're the fast-moving hare. So they were so confident that they were going to get it, but it went to you. Even though you were slow and steady. But they were too overconfident. That's their problem. And now they're sick. They're crying in bed. Feeling sorry for themselves. Okay? Because they messed up their destiny. They felt like it should have been theirs, but it went to you. Look, judgment. This person definitely wants a second chance. They want a second chance to do things over and do it right this time. Page of Swords in the reverse. This person may still be a little bit conflicted. Okay, I feel like this person's still a little bit angry. Okay, this person in their mind, they could be yelling, rematch, rematch, I want a rematch. This isn't fair. Look, you see? Yep, they're in competition with you still. Still in competition with you. Look, exactly, look. They're broke. This person is broke, okay? They're broke because they feel like you took their job or their promotion or whatever it was. The opportunity that they missed out on that went to you, yeah, they wanted it. And I feel like a part of them still wants it, you know, but there's nothing that they can do about it but sit there and cry in bed all day. I don't even think this person's even looking for jobs. I don't even think they're looking for a job. They're just sitting there crying every day. That should have been me. It should have been mine. I should have had that new office with the window and the great view. I should have been the one driving the company vehicle. Like, you know? Justice. Exactly. It went to the right person. The person that should have won is the person that did win, which is you. Okay? Because this person wasn't playing fair. This person was playing dirty. So obviously they got disqualified. Okay, Page of Pentacles. It went to you. Okay, the promotion went to you. Sorry. Okay. All right. All right, so Spirit, please let us know with these cards. What's the word on the streets about Pal 2? What are people saying about Pal 2 on the streets? All right, so photo proof, getting evidence. So yeah, this person's spying on you. This person is spying on you. And remember I said this person was lying on you as well. I feel like this person tried to accuse you of something that you had to defend yourself from. Okay? So yeah, this person, like, they use like really, really evil tactics to try to win, but they ended up not winning. Impersonator, wants to be you, acts like, dresses like, looks like, copies you. Yeah, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Okay, they want what you have. You want it fair and square. Okay, but they're crying, oh, it should have been mine. It should be mine. Yeah, this person wanted to destiny swap with you. They want to. Oopsie. Screenshot, getting evidence, proof, facts. Exactly. Look. Legal issues, court, judges, immigration, lawyers. Maybe you did even have to defend yourself in court, Pal 2. Maybe this person accused you of stealing or something like that, you know, stealing from the company, and you really had to go and defend yourself. Look, played out. They're so mad that you won. They're mad that you're ahead. Yep. Because none of their tactics work. Look, spiritual hater, hates on your spirituality, light, magic, power. Yep. An offer. Yep, the offer didn't go to them. They were rejected. They didn't get the offer. Okay? They were playing too dirty. And then again, impersonator. Yep. So this person wants what you have, and they're going around talking about you. Possibly still to this day, they're still trying to accuse you, Pal 2. Okay? So watch out for this person. Okay? So please clarify this photo proof card. It says getting evidence. Look, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so you're not even bothered. You're totally unbothered by this person. Okay, you're enjoying your wealth. You're just enjoying your time. You're in a position now. I feel like you're in a management position, Pal 2. Okay? You're in a position now where like you don't have to do much. You can just relax. Money comes in either way, you know? Yeah, this person tried to they tried to get some kind of evidence about against you to make you look bad. It could have even went all the way to the courts, as it shows here. Okay? Which is horrible. Okay? 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yep, this person tried to get you to lose your job. Yep, they were doing some evil stuff against you. All right, please clarify the screenshot card. It says getting evidence, proof, facts. Please clarify this screenshot card when it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 2. Again, Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. You're definitely an earth sign, pile 2. Definitely. You could be a Capricorn. You could be a Virgo. You could be a Taurus. You're definitely an earth sign. You're stable, you're down to earth, and most importantly, you're rolling in money, rolling in cash. Okay, I've been seeing a lot of pentacles come up here. And not only that, you're very beautiful, pile 2. Okay, so this person has many reasons to be jealous of you, but you have nothing to be ashamed of. You're not hiding anything. Yeah, this person's trying to like get some kind of evidence against you. Like they tried to get you arrested. They tried to get you arrested or get you in some kind of trouble. Look, the devil. They tried to trap you in something. They tried to like trap you doing something. Yeah, they tried to like, yeah, they tried to trick you and trap you into doing something so that they can get evidence, so that they can report it and get you arrested. Okay, I feel like it has something to do with finances. Okay, they may have said, oh, yeah, this person may have said that you're stealing money. Because I feel like with this Queen of Pentacles card and with this Nine of Pentacles card, it's like they're looking at your lifestyle. Definitely looking at your lifestyle. Maybe looking at your social media, for instance. And let's say maybe you're posing with something in one of your pictures, maybe a bag. And they're like, oh my God, how could she afford that bag? You know what I mean? Like they're wondering where did you get your money from? Okay, because both of these images here, we can see they're two females. This one here is surrounded by a bunch of money. Okay, so this is a woman who's rolling in dough. Same thing with this one, Queen of Pentacles. She has a huge pentacle here. Okay, so both of these women have money and they're just cool and calm with it. They're not necessarily doing anything. They're just being themselves. But this person's like taking pictures, taking screenshots. I feel like this person was like really examining your pictures, and like anything they see in your pictures, like maybe you're posing beside a car, they would like take a screenshot. Oh, how could she afford that car on her salary or something like that? How could she afford that bag? Do you know what I mean? That's what they were doing. They're like kind of like counting your pockets or counting your wallet or something, and like just I feel like they were accusing you of stealing. Okay, but the truth came out. Please clarify this legal issues in the reverse. Okay, yeah, the truth definitely came out. And Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, slowly but surely you were able to prove your innocence. You were able to prove the truth. Okay, basically with this Knight of Pentacles, everything that you have, you worked for it. Okay, and nothing that you have came overnight. You definitely worked for it. Okay, you definitely worked. You built yourself up. You saved your money. It didn't happen overnight. Okay, and you had like, you could prove it. I feel like this is showing that you proved that, listen, I don't just steal stuff from people, and you know what I mean? Everything that I have, I worked for it. It didn't happen overnight. This bag that you're questioning, I had to work overtime. I had to save my money for that bag, and I finally got enough and I bought that bag. That bag is mine, fair and square. Like, you really proved to yourself that, hey, like, everything that you had, you worked hard for it, and it took you a long time, but you had to build yourself up. And that's the truth. Look, King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, and then Judgment. Yep. So I feel like basically it backfired on this person. Their own accusations backfired on them. Okay? Please clarify this played out card for us in the reverse. What does this played out card represent for our pile 2 viewers when it comes to what's the word on the streets about them? What does this played out card represent? This person's so upset that you won. Like, they shouldn't have been competing with you. Yep, the World. Yep, you ended up being successful. You ended up achieving, all the accolades went to you. They realized that they should not have competed with you because you know, you were just bound to win. Okay, look, you're ahead of them. Okay, even though they may have gotten a head start, and that's probably what made them feel so overconfident. Look, the moon, they're still confused about how you won. They're confused about how you won. They're wondering if you used some kind of magic, you know, to help you win. And then we got King of Pentacles again in the reverse. Okay. Let's get into our final oracle deck for you, pile 2. Perfect. All right. So with these cards, Spirit, please show us what is the word on the streets about our pile 2 viewers. What's the word on the streets about pile 2? Yep, we've got Nande, truth. Okay, so that's what I've been seeing all along, is basically you have nothing to hide. This person was trying to bring evidence against you. They were trying to accuse you of something because they were competing with you and they wanted to sabotage your success. So they thought that the only way that they could do that is to lie about you. But you have nothing to hide. You definitely have nothing to hide. They tried to cause storms and, you know, they basically tried to cause things for you, but look, you ended up getting, you ended up being very prosperous and abundant. Okay, you see the landscape around her, it went from being barren and volcanic to being very prosperous, abundant. There's trees, there's fruits, there's mountain, you know. So yeah, they really tried to mess things up for you, but you lived in your truth. You had nothing to hide, and things around you changed. You didn't change. As we can see, her reflection, she didn't change at all. She remained the same. The only thing that changed around her was her environment. So yeah, I do think, pile 2, I feel like you got a better job. You got a promotion or something. And look, Mame Kumba Bang, speak up. Okay? So you definitely spoke up for yourself and you won. You fought the power and you won. Okay? You definitely won. Okay, that's what I see there. Oshun, fearless love. Okay, so yep, you were fearless. You were not afraid. And then this one says Titiba, feeling safe. Exactly with the Tituba card. With the Tituba card, she was actually accused in the Salem witch trials. She's one of the first people who were accused of being a witch in the Salem witch trials. So yes, this person definitely did try to, this person definitely falsely accused you. Okay, and you spoke up for yourself. You remained in your truth. You didn't have anything to hide, and you were fearless. Okay, you had nothing to fear. You're like, accusing me of stealing what? I'm not a stealer. Like, here's all the evidence. Look through all my bank accounts, look through everything. Like, I have nothing to hide. And you proved your case. You proved yourself because you spoke up. Okay, you didn't shy away. You were not afraid. You spoke up for yourself, pile 2. All right, so please clarify this noonday truth card when it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 2. 3 of Wands. So definitely you made progress in your life and now things look better for you. You manifested, you know. We got the Devil. Yeah, somebody definitely tried to trick you up there. This person here, they tried to mess you up. This person could be a Capricorn, okay? But yeah, they definitely tried to mess you up. They tried to like ensnare you into something, trick you. Yep, the Moon. I feel like this person used magic as well too to try to like stumble you, okay, and confuse you, you know. But it didn't work out. Look, 7 of Pentacles. It did not work out. Okay, it did not work out. You ended up winning. So funny. Everything that they tried to do against you backfired onto them. Look, Four of Swords again. Now they're sick, in bed, crying, mourning. That should be mine. I can't believe I didn't win. She got it instead. It should be mine. Pile 2 has it, but it should be mine. Alright, please clarify the Mame Kumba Bang card. Speak up. What does this card represent in this reading for our Pile 2 viewers when it comes to what's the word on the streets about Pile 2? Who had to speak up here? And how did they speak up? Page of Wands. And then 10 of Swords. So with this, I feel like this person, yeah, this person may want to come to you in the future to ask for their job back. This person may need to come and ask for their job back, because with the 10 of Swords, they feel like they've hit rock bottom. The 10 of Swords is a very painful ending. Okay, it's a sense of feeling betrayed. Okay, it's a sense of just feeling like everything's over with. I have no reason to live. Like, it's kind of like feeling sorry for yourself and feeling like nothing can get worse than this. And the Page of Wands is definitely a message coming your way. Usually this message for the Page of Wands, it's usually a message about a job. It's usually a message about a job, okay? Or something that is exciting, creative, passionate, okay? But either way, I feel like this person may want to come to you and ask for their job back, okay? Look, Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress. Wow. So yeah, you could be like the head of the company now, or maybe the head of the department or something like that. But I don't know what happened with those cards. But where's the Queen of Pentacles? Anyways, we saw them. They came out together. That's amazing. Okay? So yeah, this person may need to come humble themselves, and they may want to come back to you and ask for their job back, Pile 2. So watch out for that. Yep. And the Sun. Okay? So this person has no choice but to respect you now. Okay, they have no choice. Look, Six of Cups, exactly. This person may want to come back to you and apologize for everything that they've done, and they may literally ask for their job back. Look, Five of Wands. Okay, this person, like, they know that they can't compete with you anymore. Look, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Yep, this is what they get. They know now that they should not have competed with you, because because of them doing that, this is the position that they're in now. They're broke. Okay? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, it usually represents huge losses, missed opportunities. And then Five of Pentacles is definitely being out in the cold, lost. So yeah, this is, sorry, it was like this. Okay. So yeah, this is the position that they're in now, because this is the route that they chose to take with you, competing, fighting against you. Okay, they wanted what you have. They wanted that. They wanted, like, okay, and now they want to come back. They want to reconcile, and I feel like this person wants to beg for their job back. They're manifesting. Yep. Yeah, look, Five of Cups. 10 of Wands. They're in huge burden, insurmountable burdens, obstacles. Like, nothing is going right in this person's life, and they're crying. They're in regret, remorse, okay, because you have victory, and that's what they wanted. Victory, success. Yep, they went behind your back. All right, so yeah, this is an old co-worker, Pile 2. Okay, this is someone that you used to work with. Okay, and this person saw how much progress you were making at work. Okay, I feel like you guys had some kind of project that you had to work on together, some kind of creative project at work. And instead of working with you, Pile 2, this person decided to go against you. Okay, they even went so far as to try to falsely accuse you. Okay, they definitely went so far as to try to falsely accuse you of something. Okay, but everything backfired on them. Everything backfired on them. They didn't have enough evidence. And I feel as a result of that, they ended up losing their job. Meanwhile, I feel for you, pal, too. I feel like you got a promotion. Okay, maybe you're the head of the department now. Or, you know, maybe you went off and started your own company, because if you guys are in real estate, oftentimes real estate agents can do that. Okay, oftentimes real estate can start off working, you know, for a firm, for a company, and then they can go off on their own. So maybe that's what you did, pal, too. Maybe you went off on your own. And this person, don't be surprised if this person pops up one day. This person might contact you, and they may not only apologize to you, but they may actually beg for their job back. Okay, don't be surprised. Okay, so yeah, just tying it all back to this now. This is you in the front here, pal, too. You were collaborating with this person. You guys were working on a project together, and you were leading the way. You were leading the way, and this person's like, I don't think I want to follow you. I think I want to do my own thing, okay? And I don't think that you deserve to be in the lead. I want to compete against you, okay? I want to take over your job. And this person tried and tried and tried, but everything that they did backfired in their face. And now this person is broke. They're without a job. They have no money. They're sitting there crying, feeling sorry for themselves, lying in bed every day. You know, I don't even think this person's searching for a job, okay? Yeah, and this person needs to heal, because as sorry as they are sorry. They're feeling a lot of regret, remorse, but still there's still a sense of bitterness there. There's still a sense of, that should be mine, it shouldn't be hers. There's still a sense of that there. So this person has to really work on that before they even think about contacting you or speaking to you. But yeah, you won. You definitely won, pal 2. All right. So that's your reading, pal 2. I'm going to leave the reading here for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this reading, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. And also, please comment to let me know what you liked about it, if you liked it, etc. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, pal 2, please do so. And when you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell notification and select all, so that you'll be notified the next time I post a new reading, and that way you won't miss it, because I certainly do not want you to miss it. Okay, I would love to have you back here to join me for my other readings, pal 2. In the meantime, until I see you again, have yourselves a very blessed and beautiful day, and namaste. Alright, thank you so much for joining me, pile 3. We are on our third and final pile, and you chose the story cube of a person that, to me, it looks like they're ringing a doorbell, but it could be just any button. They're just pressing something on the wall, okay? They're just like pressing a button, but you know, it could be a doorbell. I just keep thinking it's a doorbell, so probably it is. We'll see in your reading, pile 3, okay? So without further ado, this is your reading. Alright, thank you so much, pile 3. Alright, so let's get right into your oracle deck to find out what's the word on the streets about you. Alright, perfect. Alright, so Spirit, please help me to tap into pile 3's energy, and please show us with these cards, what's the word on the streets about pile 3? What's the word on the streets about our pile 3 viewers? I'm not going to take that. Disconnect. Okay, I'm not going to take that. If it comes out again, then it was meant to be, okay? The journey. Okay, the journey. So with this card, I'm just having a sense that someone feels like you left them behind. Okay, somebody feels like you left them behind. Okay, like this is just for an example. You may come from a small town and maybe you move to the big city when, you know, after college or whatever. And there's somebody that's still there in that small town that's thinking about you, and I feel like they feel like you've left them behind and you're living a fabulous life and you don't even care about them. Like, it's almost like you walked away and never looked back. But we're gonna get more information, okay? It says the day you plant the seed. Okay, look at this. This is like farm vibes. Like she's on a farm. She's like in the middle of what do you call that? Wheat. She's in the middle of a wheat field, okay? And then rehabilitation, okay? All right, so Spirit, please give us more information. What's the word on the streets about Pal 3? What's the word on the streets about Pal 3? What are people talking about Pal 3? What's the word on the streets about Pal 3? Decluttering. Yeah, so again, like this just reminds me of what I just spoke about moving. It definitely looks like she's, you know, maybe not moving her residence, but she's definitely getting rid of things that she no longer needs, okay? So maybe that's how this person feels. Maybe this person feels like you moved on with your life and they're not important to you anymore. Like you kind of like put out the trash and they were just one of them, okay? This could even be for your friends list, like, you know, on Facebook. A lot of people do this all the time where they like just get rid of the people who are just kind of lingering around and they're not really what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. They just kind of declutter or cleanse their friends list sometimes, right? So yeah, I feel like this is how this person feels, that what you did to them, okay? They feel like you just got rid of them. This one says know your worth, okay? So yeah, this person could be feeling like they deserve you walking away and you kind of like decluttering your life and getting rid of them. So they may feel like they deserve it. They may feel like, yeah, okay, you know, I'm hearing this is so weird, but I'm hearing the phrase, oh, I pushed the wrong button with Pal 3. Like I pushed like one too many times and Pal 3, you know, decided I'm not going to take this anymore because you know your worth, right? Another thing I'm getting from this card is that this person may think that, you know, like you're like they think that you think that you're all that, okay? Like you're all that, like especially like I got that from this card as well too. Like this person thinks that you're like living the high life, you know, you're like living a fancy life in a condo in the city or something like that, and you don't want to like you don't want to look back or something like that. Yep, 0 fucks given. Look at that. Or 0 F's given. Please excuse my language. But yeah, they think that like you just walked away, you started this new life for yourself, you're not looking back. And they think that, especially with this card, they think that you have like this attitude where like, I'm all that and you people are just peasants to me. Like, that's what they think. They think that you have like this new snobby attitude now and you think you're all that. That's what they think. But they kind of low-key think that they also deserve it as well, because I feel like this person did something to you, okay? And then, yeah, 0 fucks given. So let's get into the clarification. Queen of Pentacles. This card, look, these two cards are so similar. Okay, she even has like the peacock thing on her skirt, like the peacock pattern or design, and there's like coins or pentacles behind her. So yeah, you can be an earth sign or you can be an air sign. You could be a Virgo, okay? I'm sensing Virgo because like the decluttering, Virgos are known to be like very organized and neat, you know? So yeah. But you could also be an air sign or even a fire sign, but I'm getting strong earth, okay? All right, so Spirit, please clarify this journey card here. When it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 3, what does this journey card represent in this reading? Why is this journey card here? Why is this journey card here? Ten of Pentacles. Yep. Somebody thinks that you came into some money. Okay, it's like you came into some money and you decided to change your life. I'm thinking that you moved away. Okay, you moved away and yeah, you were like, no fucks given. Like, I don't care about these people. I don't care about this small town. I'm getting the F up out of here. Yep, somebody thinks that you did that. Like, you came into some money and yeah, the Tower. Okay. So we've got Judgment and we've got 10 of Swords. Yeah, this person is really sad that you left. They're really, really sad that you left. Okay. And also, remember when I said, I feel like this person did you wrong. Okay, so because there's like there's a sense, like a slight hint that this person, like, they feel like they deserve it. They feel like they deserve for you to just walk away and turn their back. There's a small part of them that feels that they deserve it. Okay? And I'm just getting a sense that this person would do anything to join you where you are. Like, they want to be with you. They want to come with you. I'm getting like, for some reason, I'm getting like younger sibling vibes. Okay? But I don't know. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse and the Tower. Okay, so maybe you quit your job. Maybe you won the lottery, quit your job and moved. Something like that. I don't know. But yeah. All right, please clarify this decluttering card. When it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 3. What does this decluttering card symbolize in this reading? Why is this decluttering card here? Like, who's decluttering? Who is decluttering and why? And how? Please let us know, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, sorry. I'm not going to take that. I'm really sorry. Please give us some clarification for this decluttering card. Okay, sorry. Please give us some clarification for this decluttering card. What does this decluttering card represent here? Who's decluttering here, Spirit? Who's decluttering? What does this decluttering card represent for pile 3? Eight of Wands. Yeah, this is definitely a card about travel. Okay, it's about travel, and it's usually flight. So, yeah. Okay, so, I feel like you moved away. Page of Wands. Maybe you moved away for a new job, offer. Maybe you quit your old job in the small town, and you got a new job in the city. This is the Emperor, Seven of Wands in the reverse, and the Hermit in the reverse. Okay, thank you so much. Sorry about that, pile 3. I was just having some difficulties with my camera that I had to sort out, but now we're back. All right, so we're still clarifying this decluttering card, and we have the Emperor that came out along with Seven of Wands in the reverse and the Hermit in the reverse. Okay, so immediately when I see the Emperor, I'm thinking father. Okay, so I don't know, like maybe your father misses you. Okay, and he can't fight the feeling. Yeah, life is hard for him and doesn't like being alone. Okay, so maybe you had a really close relationship with your father, pile 3. Maybe you guys lived in a small town on a small farm, and you know, you got a job offer, it seems like. Okay, it seems like you got a job offer, and you had to move. Like, it seems like you had to take a flight. You had to move to like a different city, you know. I feel like you had to move to like a big city, right? It says journey, all right? And maybe you left behind your family, because oftentimes the Ten of Pentacles could represent family as well. So maybe you left your family behind, and they're finding it really hard to cope with your absence, you know, especially your father, perhaps. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Sun. Okay. And King of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so for some of you, like pile 3, you guys could be a male. Okay, if you're a male, then I'm thinking that perhaps you used to help your father out on the farm, and now he's finding it hard to kind of get things done without you, because you were like a big help, and he understands that, you know, you followed your dream, you took a better opportunity, but at the same time he misses you, and there's a little bit of resentment for that. Okay, but we're gonna get more information, pile 3. Okay, we're gonna get more information, more details. Sorry, that fell on the floor. 1 second. Okay. All right, so what's the word on the streets about pile 3? What is the word on the streets about pile 3? Please let us know, Spirit. What's the word on the streets about pile 3? Young male. Exactly. I do think that you're a male, pile 3. Okay? I feel like you're a male. Yeah. And you know, you have an adventurous spirit. Definitely. And I think that you know, if I was correct about everything that I was saying earlier, I just feel like you're just not content with life on the farm. That's not the life that you imagine for yourself. You imagine yourself, you know, just like what he's doing here, driving around a nice convertible car, you know, getting all the girls, you know, just living free and just living happy, okay? Karma, toxic story, new opportunities. Yep, so you pursued a new opportunity, okay? And then it says great connection, relationship, soulmate in the reverse. So yeah, you left some connections behind because you were pursuing this new opportunity. Yep, freedom, okay? You're definitely a freedom lover, okay? So you feel like you got freedom, like you freed yourself, okay? Okay. Please take it how it resonates, okay? Whenever I come up with specific details, they may not apply to everyone watching. So if it doesn't apply to you, just skip over those parts, okay? But Pal 3, some of you guys could have come from like an Amish background. Like, not only were you living on a farm in a small town, but it could have been like very strict with like a lot of rules. Okay, so you were like happy to leave from that environment. Okay, you just wanted your freedom. This is very much a freedom loving person. Okay, money, exactly. You wanted money as well. Like, who doesn't want money? Okay, I feel like you got a job offer. I really feel like you got a job offer in the big city that pays you a lot of money, and you're like, you know, you'd be a fool to not take that offer. Yep, career, exactly. Yes, you definitely did get a career. It says business success advancement. You got some kind of job offer that gave you a lot of money and it required you to move from the small town. Okay? You gained your freedom, like, because you're a young man. Like, you want to live out your life. You don't want to be stuck on a farm. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah. All right, let's get some clarification going. Please clarify this young male card for us, Spirit. When it comes to what's the word on the streets about Pal 3? What does this young male card represent? What does this young male card represent? When it comes to what's the word on the streets about Pal 3? Yep, the Chariot. The Chariot, definitely the Chariot. So I feel like maybe one of the first things that you got with your money from this new job, maybe you bought yourself a new car and maybe it was a convertible and maybe you were driving around this small town and people thought you were a big show off. But at the end of the day, you're following your dreams, okay? Definitely following your dreams. You got like a good job. I'm just getting the strong sense you got a good job offer. Exactly. Look, Page of Wands. This is my card for a job offer. Okay, Page of Wands for sure. Okay, Four of Swords and the Hanged Man. Somebody wanted you to like wait. Somebody wanted you to wait. Somebody wanted you to stick around. Somebody didn't want you to take the job. Yeah, and I'm getting some like a sense of someone actually being sick. You know, like maybe you had like a family member, like an older family member that was sick. And, you know, I don't know if they wanted you to stick around for them or maybe you wanted to. Somebody wanted you to wait around. Somebody wanted you to just wait and really not take the job, really, you know? Please give us some clarification for this Freedom card. What does this Freedom card represent when it comes to what's the... Okay. So we've got King of Cups, okay? This is a mature man. This is a water sign man, very loving, caring, nurturing, intuitive man, okay? Page of Swords, okay? I'm getting a sense this may represent your father, okay? Page of Swords, okay? Maybe there were some harsh words spoken between you guys, okay? Maybe he views you, maybe you're the youngest child, maybe you're his youngest child, and maybe you're the one that he has the most problems with. You're like the most stubborn, but you're very intelligent. But you are stubborn. I feel like maybe you don't take orders, okay? You don't take orders. You like to do your own thing, okay? You feel like you know it all, or at least that's what people think. People think that you know it all. Yeah, and this person wants you to come home. This person wants you to come back home. So yeah, your father misses you. I do feel that your father misses you, pile 3. Okay? They want you to come back home. Your father still sees you as like a little boy. You could, like I said, you could be the youngest child. And he still sees you as this little boy. A stubborn boy who's going to do what he wants, doesn't listen, thinks he knows everything. But I feel like sometimes you guys clash. I feel like sometimes you guys get into like arguments. But he still loves you. He has like unconditional love for you. Like, I feel like he sees a lot of himself in you. And maybe that's why he's hard on you sometimes. I feel like you and your father have like kind of a rough relationship, but not too rough. It's not too rough. You just have your days sometimes where you guys just don't get along. But for the most part, he's a very loving person, okay? Very good father. Justice in the reverse. Okay. And then 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're not happy that you're working this job. They don't like the fact that you're working this job. They think it's unfair. Yeah, they think it's unfair. You know? All right, let's get more cards out here for you, pile 3. Okay, what's the word on the streets for you, pile 3? What's the word on the streets about pile 3? Please show us with these cards, Spirit. What's the word on the streets for pile 3? What's the word on the streets for pile 3? In their head, overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing. Okay, so yeah, this person, I feel it's very strongly your dad, but I think it's other family members too. But I think your dad is the one that took it the hardest because, like I said, you're like his youngest child, I believe, and you're like the one that, you're kind of like the apple of his eye. And like, I feel like your father has regrets about, like, they haven't told you how much they love you. Okay, so you may think that your dad doesn't really care about you as much as he does. You know your dad loves you, okay? Your dad is a loving father. He's authoritative, very much authoritative. He has rules that he expects you to follow, but for the most part, he's very loving. He's a good provider, you know? And you were like the wild child. You were like the problem child, so to speak. However, like, your dad kind of like, he kind of likes that about you. Like, I don't think that he told you. I don't think that he ever told you. And that's the thing that he's feeling guilty about. I don't think he ever told you how much you remind him of himself. I'm so sorry for stuttering. But he hasn't told you how much you remind him of himself when he was younger and how much hopes he has for you. And he just loves you, right? You may even be his favorite child. And I just don't think that he's ever told you that. Okay, so I feel like he misses you the most, and so he's overthinking, stressed, and overanalyzing, grudge holder. So he may have a grudge, you know, towards you just picking up and leaving the way that you did. You know, maybe not towards you, but just the fact, like the job. I just feel like, you know, he just doesn't like the fact that, like, oh, why did they have to hire my son? You know, kind of like that. Not necessarily towards you, right? All right. So, Spirit, what's the word on the streets about pile 3? Drama starter. This one wanted to come up in the reverse. Okay, so I just feel like, you know, they don't want to start any drama. Okay, they don't want to come out and tell you these things because they don't want to ruffle any feathers. They don't want you to think that they're trying to sabotage this new life that you have, that you obviously love. Okay, they don't want to start any drama. So I feel like they're keeping things in the dark, kind of keeping things to themselves. This one says wasting time, stuck, no changes, limited. Okay. And this one says too busy winning. Yeah. So they don't want to bother you. They don't want to be a bother to you. They don't want to like waste your time, you know, but you know, life there on the farm is just always the same as it used to be, and you're busy. They would love to hear from you, okay? They would love to hear from you. Seems like maybe you haven't called them in a while, or you haven't come to visit because you're busy. And they don't want to like ruffle your feathers. It says giving money. Okay. So maybe you send them money. Maybe you send them money. Maybe you even ask for money. Who knows? I'm going to clarify that. But maybe you do give them money. And they appreciate it, but I feel like they would want more than that. Stalker, stalking, watching, obsessed, okay? So again, this person is stalking, watching, obsessed, but not too much. They're not overbearing with it, but this person wants to hear from you. Your father wants to hear from you for sure. They're watching the phone. They're watching the driveway to see if any new car pulls up. They're just watching like all the time, watching the mailbox to see if any mail comes in. Thief, robbed, loss, theft, physical or emotion. Exactly. Your father thinks that this company that you're working for, this new job, they stole his son. That's how they feel. This new job that you're working for, this company, they came in and they stole his son. Right? That's how he feels. So basically, he has resentment for your job, not for you. He doesn't blame you for accepting the job. He knows you're a young man and you're living the life of your dreams. Who wouldn't take that offer? So he feels resentment, but it's not towards you. It's more towards the company. Like, why did they hire my son? Why? Of all people that lives locally in the city that they could have hired, why would they hire a boy from a small town knowing that he has to pack up and leave? You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. Okay? Anything else when it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 3? Anything else when it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 3? Okay, bad habits in the reverse, drugs, addiction, toxicities. So they're worried. They're hoping to God that you don't get into any of these things. Yeah, you see how I just said they're hoping to God? So they may come from a Christian background. Like I said, like for some of you watching, or maybe for one person watching, you may come from like an Amish background where it's like strict religious rules, and so they think like the big city is full of stuff like this. It's full of like temptation, so they're scared to death that you might get into something like this: drugs, addictions, toxicities. Like they're thinking the worst. So they're also very worried about you out there, about your well-being, and they hope that you don't get into anything. Okay, Bottom of the deck, it says moves in silence. So again, they're not telling you. They're not telling you all these things that they're feeling because they don't want to ruffle any feathers. They don't want to ruin things for you. They don't want to ruin your opportunity. And another reason why is because, you know, he's a father, he's an emperor, and he has his pride and he doesn't want to be vulnerable. Okay? He's, you know, driven by ego. Okay? But yeah, let's get some clarification going. So please clarify this in their head card. What does this in their head card mean in this reading for pile 3? When it comes to what's the word on the streets about them? What does this in your head card represent? It says overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing. All right, so 4 of Cups. So yeah, I mean, somebody is so much in their head that they don't want to, they're not enjoying life. Somebody is so much in their head. They miss you so much. They don't like the things that they used to enjoy in the past. They can't enjoy it. Okay? For instance, maybe this person used to enjoy a nice drink, you know, maybe a nice drink after dinner or something like that. Nowadays, they don't even enjoy it. They go straight to bed because, you know, that's the state that they're in. They're just sad. Okay? Sad, bored. I'm also getting a sense of like a best friend. Maybe you left a best friend behind as well. Okay? Page of Swords. Yeah, this person wants, like, they're curious about you. They think about you all the time. They want to hear from you. Okay? And King of Swords, exactly. King of Swords. So you may have, like, I feel like maybe it's more than one people that miss you, pile 3. Okay, but definitely a father or a father figure and possibly someone else younger as well. Okay? Yeah. Maybe you did leave behind a younger brother. Okay? But yeah, this person or these people are so much in their head thinking about you that they can't enjoy life. The things that they used to enjoy before, it doesn't bring them joy anymore. They're bored. Okay? Please clarify this drama starter card. I'm hearing Caleb or Aiden, one of those. Caleb or Aiden, okay? Please clarify this drama starter card for us in the reverse. What does this drama card in the reverse represent for pile 3 when it comes to what's the word on the streets about them? What does this drama starter card represent? King of Wands in the reverse and Ace of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, this person who is an older man, so I'm guessing again your father, he doesn't want to ruin this new opportunity for you because he knows how much you love it, okay? He doesn't want to ruin this new opportunity for you, so he doesn't want to be too aggressive. He doesn't want to, he doesn't want to be overly dramatic. He doesn't want to, like, what's the word? He doesn't want to be emotional and act without thinking. He doesn't want to be haste. He doesn't want to do something that he might regret because he doesn't want to ruin this new opportunity for you because he knows that you love it. Okay? 2 of Swords in the reverse. And then the Hanged Man or the Hanging Man. So again, I feel like they're waiting to hear from you. Okay, they're waiting to hear from you. Yep. Maybe when you left pile 3, maybe you guys left on bad terms. Like maybe you guys got into an argument when you left, pile 3. And this person is trying to say that they're not mad anymore. They're not mad at you anymore. Like, if you call them, they're not going to, like, pick up the argument where it left off. Okay, so they're kind of like watching their emotions, I guess you can say. They don't want to ruin things for you. Okay, please give us some clarifications for this giving money card. When it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 3, what does this giving money card represent in this reading? So we've got Page of Wands and 9 of Swords. Okay, so they may want to ask you for some money, pile 3, but they're like afraid to do so. They're like afraid to ask you. They're afraid to ask you for money. You have it, and I feel like you wouldn't mind giving it, but it's like they're afraid to ask you for the money. Okay? 10 of Wands, yeah, they need it because there's a lot of like burdens. There's a lot of things that they have to take care of, maybe on the farm, okay? A lot of things that they need to take care of, so they need the money. And they want to ask for it, but they don't know how to ask for it. They're like scared to ask. Temperance. So it's like they're waiting for the right time. They're kind of waiting for the right time to ask you. Okay? Please give us more clarification for this giving money card. When it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 3, what does this giving money card represent? We've got Fool, Page of Pentacles, and 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, they want to allow you to build yourself up. They want to allow you to be a man and be free. And, you know, they are hoping that you save your money as well. They're hoping that you're not foolish with your spending. Yeah, they're definitely hoping that you save your money. That's another reason why they don't want to ask you for money, you know. And then again, Temperance, which is patience, balance. Yeah, 4 of Wands. They don't want to ruffle your feathers. They don't want to make you angry or anything like that, you know. And you see the pages that keeps coming up. They still look at you as a little boy, pile 3. Definitely, they still look at you as a little boy, regardless of your age. You could be in your 30s, your 20s. But they look at you as like their little boy. Okay. All right. Please give us some clarification for this bad habits card. When it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 3. What does this bad habits card represent? 9 of Cups, Strength, and Knight of Wands. So it would be their wish come true if you would have self-control and not be tempted by those things and just focus on your goals and get your goals accomplished. You know, it would be like a wish come true for them, for you to just avoid those things, you know, because they could be a temptation. They could be ready to, they think, okay, these people think that, you know, once you're in the city, drugs are everywhere. Like, you can walk down the street and there's somebody offering drugs and it's readily available, right? That's the impression that they get about life in the city, right? And they want you to just be strong and just be able to walk by and just say no. you know, and keep your head on your shoulders and just focus on your work, your career, get your goals accomplished. You see how guarded this knight is? He's got the whole helmet, everything. He's so guarded up. So yeah, they want you to just kind of like protect yourself and just don't even watch. Just walk by and keep your head up. Don't even pay attention to the drugs. That would be like their wish come true, you know? Look, Two of Wands. Like, don't be tempted, you know? Don't be tempted. Don't be confused. Okay? Just keep moving forward. Because they, like, I feel like your parents are kind of like old school. I mean, they obviously are. So they're thinking like, oh my God, life in the big city, there's drugs everywhere. There's prostitutes everywhere. I don't want my son to get into that. It's everywhere. It's being offered on the sidewalk, you know? That's what they think. And they just want you to just like keep your head up, move forward, be strong, you know, guard yourself, protect yourself, put on your armor, focus on your goals, your dreams, you know, and we'll be happy. That's our wish for you kind of thing, you know? All right. Last but not least, pile 3. Let's get into your last and final oracle deck for this reading. All right. So, what's the word on the streets for pile 3? What's the word on the streets for pile 3? Please show us with these cards. What's the word on the streets about pile 3? Sorry. What's the word on the streets about pile 3? Truth. Noonday truth. So, I'm getting two things here. They don't want you to, like, they want you to remember where you came from. Don't forget who you are. And they also, they want to know what you're doing. They want to know that you're doing. They hope you're doing well. And yeah, they just want you to just don't forget where you came from. Don't lose who you are. Just be true to who you are. Like, don't change, basically. Okay? Celestial alignment. Okay? And then Allah, grief. All right? Yep. Even your mother misses you, pile 3. Okay? This one says manifestation. Majadi. Majadi. I don't know much about this one, so I'm gonna read it up. Majadi. Alright, so it says Goddess Majadi is the hereditary reign queen of South Africa's Balobedo people. Balobedo people. A matrilineal queendom. Majadi's daughters dance to the frequency of rain. Showers of blessings are yours. You are a rainmaker. Ooh, yeah. So a lot of people are crying over you. Yeah. Okay. Master manifester. Yeah, because you did manifest what you wanted. Like, I feel like you wanted this job and you got it, right? Shapeshifter, alchemist, and sorceress. Open your hands and your heart. You are manifesting big. This has been a long time coming. You are co-creating with spirit. Match the energetic frequency, the ashe of your desire. You are magnetic and like attracts like. Raise your vibration to align with the sacred. Close your eyes and see your blessings. Feel them in your bones. Ask, believe, act, allow, receive. Okay? So You're definitely free-spirited. You're definitely very talented, very gifted in a lot of things. They want you to be happy, okay? They want you to be happy, but at the same time, they're so sad because it's like they miss their little boy, okay? But they do want you to be happy, and they are happy for you. You are a manifester. This is what you wanted. They don't want you to change, though. They don't want you to change, okay? Yeah, so that's what I get from that. Bottom of the deck is Gang Gang Sarah resistance. Exactly. With the Gang Gang Sarah, she flew on a broomstick from, I believe it was South Africa or West Africa, to Trinidad and Tobago to free her family from enslavement. Okay, so again, this is confirmation that you did move. You took a flight. Okay, you took a flight from your hometown and you moved to, I feel like you moved to a big city. Okay, and I feel like you also took this job to support your family. I feel like you also took this job to support your family. Okay, but it also says resistance here. So they do want you to resist things like drugs and other bad habits that you might pick up from living in the city. I was gonna say with this job as well too, they kind of want you to not go too crazy out there, especially when it comes to women. Okay, they want you to just kind of, you know, remember who you are and, you know, stay close to your roots. You know, don't change. They don't want you to change at all. Okay, and alchemy. Okay, all right, so let's get some clarification going here, pile 3. All right, so please clarify this noonday truth card for us when it comes to what's the word on the streets about pile 3. What does this noonday truth card represent? Why is this card here for pile 3's reading? Queen of Cups in the reverse. Okay, somebody is finding it really hard to cope. This could be your mother this time. They're finding it really hard to control their emotions. Okay, very much so. She wants to hear from you. She wants to see you. Okay, so maybe you haven't been in touch with your family in a while. The Moon, yep, confusion. There's confusion here. She doesn't know what's going on. She wants an update. Okay, and then the Fool. Okay, you're still like her little baby. Okay, and she doesn't want you to she wants you to go out there and, you know, enjoy your life, but she doesn't want you to be stupid and she doesn't want you to get hurt. Okay? She doesn't want you to get hurt. You're still her child. 10 of Cups. Yep. The family still loves you. Okay? They still love you and they hope that you still love them. King of Swords. Okay? And the Moon. Even your father's confused. Okay? Even your father is confused. Although he's trying to be strong. He's trying to be stern and strong. And he's trying not to show it, but he's also hurt, okay? And then please clarify this Mojaji card, Mojaji, manifestation. What does this card represent in this reading for pile 3 when it comes to what's the word on the streets about them? What does this Mojaji card represent for pile 3? Says manifestation. Oopsie, sorry about that. 5 of Pentacles. So they're worried about you out there being all alone. You know, they hope you're taken care of financially. But yeah, they miss you. Okay, they feel perhaps, some of them may feel like you abandoned them. Six of Wands. They want you to be successful. They wish you the best. You know, they're cheering you on. They're happy for you, right? They see, I feel like they know that you're doing good, or they hope you're doing good. But with the Five of Pentacles, like they feel like you left them behind. Four of Cups. Yep. And King of Swords. Okay. So again, we have this King of Swords. This King of Swords, I feel like that represents your father, and he thinks about you all the time. I feel like your father is the one who's most hurt by this, but he's definitely not going to be the one to tell you, okay? Knight of Swords in the reverse and Three of Cups. They think that you're out. They think that you're out enjoying your life, you know, not caring about them, drinking, celebrating with friends. That's what they think that you're doing. That might not be the case, but that's what they think. And they think that you may be getting into some trouble as well, maybe with friends. Okay, the Magician and Two of Pentacles. But maybe what it is that you're actually working, you're actually focusing on your goals, and you're working on balancing your life, working on gaining stability, you know, manifesting, you know, as the card says. But they think that you're kind of like going out there getting in trouble with your friends, maybe partying a bit, you know, drinking. So yeah, they're a little bit worried about you, pile 3. All right. So yeah, I think that's it, pile 3. I think that's it. So basically the word on the streets about you is that I feel very strongly, pile 3, that you guys have moved away from either your country, because I was also getting a sense that maybe you actually moved to a different country. Okay, for some of you guys, this is going to be specific. And like I said, when I come out with specific information, if it doesn't apply to you, just skip that part. But I feel like it applies to at least one person watching here. So for instance, pile 3, you guys may have moved from like India to like the United States. Or you may have moved from like east to the west. Okay, from like Asia to like North America. Okay, I'm also getting a sense that your parents may be like Indian, okay? And so you went, you got a good job in this new country now, you're doing good, you send them money, okay? Maybe they need more, but they don't want to ask for more. But I feel like they need more. They don't want to be a burden to you. But anyways, they miss you, okay? Especially your father. Pile 3, especially your father. And you may not think that your father misses you, because I feel like you guys had like, feel like your father is like, I don't know how to describe him. Very strict, very serious, okay, very kind of militant, has rules and everything like that. So he may be the type of father that doesn't always show his love. Like he's not like affectionate. He doesn't like make dad jokes. He doesn't joke around. He's kind of strict. So you wouldn't think that he loves you this much, but I feel like your father is the one that's the most hurt by this. But I also sensed your mother in there as well too, and I also sensed like maybe there's like another sibling that you had, like maybe a younger sibling that you guys were friends with, and you guys used to like do everything together. That sibling misses you as well, but mostly it's your father coming through very strongly here in this reading, pile 3. Okay, so yeah, they miss you and they want to know what you're doing. They want you to contact them more, and they wish the best for you. They don't want you to change. Okay, they hope that you're doing good. They hope that you're not going crazy out there in the world. They hope that you're not picking up any bad habits such as drugs, sex. They hope that you're not getting in trouble with, you know, your friends, and they want to hear from you more. Okay, so to tie it into this, maybe you should go for a visit. Okay, it would make them very, very happy if you would just go and bing bing, ring the doorbell, pay them a visit. Or maybe they can come visit you if you have enough money to send for them, right? But yeah, this is about, I feel like, you know, they want to see you. Of course they want to see you, but they also want to hear from you as well, because I'm getting a sense that they feel like you don't contact them enough. right? I'm not saying that there's no communication there. Of course, there's communication, but I feel like they don't hear from you enough, as much as they want to. Okay, and of course they definitely want to see you. They want, like, they would love it if you like just surprise them one day and bing bing, you know, ring the doorbell and they open the door and it's you, and they all would come and like hug you. Like, they would love that. Okay, so if you have the money and the time, pal 3, maybe you can consider going for a vacation, going back home and visiting your family. Okay, because all right, so sorry about that. Another issue with my camera. All right, so what I was saying, pal 3, for you is I was suggesting that, you know, whenever you have the money available and whenever you have some time off work, maybe you can take a little vacay and just, you know, pay your family a visit. Even if it's a surprise visit, they would love to see you again, and they would love, you know, to hear from you. But particularly see you, right? They definitely want to see you. This is you ringing the doorbell, okay? So yeah, they would love to see you again. Okay, pal 3? All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading, pal 3. If you did, please let me know you did by giving the video a thumbs up. You can also comment to let me know what you liked about it, if you liked it. All right, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please feel free to do so. And when you do subscribe, please make sure you hit the bell notification and select all, so that you will be notified each time I post a new reading. That way you won't miss another one. Okay, so I hope to see you again in my next readings, pal 3. In the meantime, please have yourselves a very blessed and beautiful day, and namaste.